I recently came across this statistic that absolutely set off alarm bells in my head. I read that the average goldfish's attention span was 9 seconds, and the average consumer's attention span is dipped below 3. Now, I later found out that that statistic was false and created to capture people's attention. But in the meantime, I was so sparked emotionally by reading this that I ended up creating an 8-minute long TikTok video about the subject that was ironically my most watched and engaged with video yet. I should have known better. I should have fact checked that statistic, but it adds to the whole conversation that I want to have with you all today about the new currency that is going to be what our digital experiences are centered around, because attention is finite. And I don't know about you all, but I had less and less attention left to give. I believe context is the new currency. Context is essential for communication and connection. It is what builds trust between people because it helps us understand nuance and it helps us process information through empathy and shared experiences. The internet plays a huge role in how we connect, but it is specifically designed to mine attention and not nurture context. And we're going to get to a point where there is not only demand for this to change, it becomes essential because we're adapting differently to technology and how we navigate our internet experiences. Enjoy this video. I'm really interested to hear what you think, and I will talk to you soon.
In marketing, especially in the online space, eyeballs are everything. People do everything and anything they can to mine attention. This is the case now as we see brands do absolutely unhinged things on TikTok, but it's also the way of the past, right? This is a screenshot of those Hooked on Phonics commercials. Anybody? The attention economy is built on the idea that human attention is a limited resource. So businesses, whatever it is, they are constantly trying to go after that limited resource, and that resource is decreasing. Even though in the past, present, and future, brands will vie for attention, what's different is the media format. When we look at ads in the past that you would watch on TV, it's a one-way between the message and the consumer. Even though social media allows us to comment, like, and share and interact with brands and the creators that we love, it's still a parasocial experience where content is coming at you and then you're responding, but it's not in the same context of human conversation. We can still get pretty far in building relationships like that, but when social media changed the game in the media landscape and post-pandemic, the creator economy really rose, there was a core shift in how people engage online. And that shift came in the form of people understanding how they could participate in a way that benefits them. Now, if we're in the creator economy and the way to get attention is through creativity, which is very much celebrated, why does it not feel good? If the creator economy is booming, why aren't creatives? It's because creators, even though they are stepping up to participate on these platforms to build their own communities, still have to participate as though they're brands. And right now, with the AI tools that we have, creators are pushed and influenced to use these AI tools and create their own teams of AI agents to produce at more volume. The problem is that when you commodify creativity and when you commodify people's lived experiences, even if they authentically want to share them, and you put pressure on them to create that in volume for people's potential 8 seconds of attention, you're creating this broken system that is going to have to face a tipping point. Attention is always going to be important. It's going to be the starting spark of a relationship that any person has with any other person, that any person or consumer has with a brand, and beyond. But attention is not the real asset. What we have seen from the creator economy is that the engagement in the experience and the commitment to come back to the experience is what the asset is. It's how creators end up making money with brands. A brand can work with a creator to reach as many people as they want, but the reason that the creator is such an asset is because of the experience that they're bringing people into. The vibe of their content, their storytelling, whatever it is, they are curating that experience for their viewer. And that means that the real asset is in the experience. Because of AI, people say that we are no longer in the information age. We have search engines, we have billions of search results, and now we have these tools that are synthesizing information for us. So, what does that mean? It means we are in the experience age, where what's more important than the information itself is the context which surrounds the information and how it's delivered. You may be familiar with the term citizen journalism, green screen journalism. Basically, what I'm doing right now with these screenshots as a background. There is a bridge between the news, information, and education that is happening, and it's in the form of the person and the personality and the raw reactions that you see on the screen. Now, whether somebody is a green screen journalist or is a creator or is just somebody hopping on, creating TikToks, replying to things and sharing their stories, what this adds to the space is content, but it's actually context. Context wraps the information. Context equals the story, context equals the empathy and the human connection that can come from that commentary. And that is why I believe that context is the new currency. People always talk about the power of storytelling to pull in people's attention. But while you can pull people in with stories to grab their attention, you don't actually need the story to make the sell. You don't actually need the story to have the spark moment. We are so inundated with content that even if we go to Google and we have the answers at our fingertips, there's going to be no better vehicle to build trust and understand and comprehend that information than other people and shared experiences. And that is why we are transitioning into the experience era. Right now, we are in a quantity landscape, and the experience era is going to bring us into the quality landscape, where quality of interactions and quality of experience is what is going to be valued over attention mining and the dissemination of information. I love this take that talks about how the attention economy is going to be renamed the intention economy. The confidence of consumers and people who are using social media and the internet is going to rise as people realize they need to stay empowered and have agency and autonomy over their experiences online and IRL. What are some elements of this type of economy and the value exchange? It's going to be people wanting to come back for more. It's going to be customer loyalty. It's going to be, yes, a brand story, but a shared brand story. And it's going to be a focus on deep engagement that you can rely on. There's something called founder brands, which is on the rise for entrepreneurs. There's an encouragement to build in public and show the behind the scenes of what it's taking to build your business with your audience. It's one thing to follow along and root for somebody on their journey, but the reason that this is working so well is not only do customers or consumers have a character to root for, exceptional founder brands like Amy Small, who is the founder of Automute, she says things like, "This isn't my brand, this is our brand." Attention will always be a thing. But we are on an upward spiral past the attention economy, past the creator economy, even. Context is the new currency. And if we can have agency and autonomy over, again, our online and IRL experiences, what we want to see, what we want to be a part of, what we want to invest in, where we want to spend our time, I believe things are going to change for the better. This could open up a whole new chapter for how we connect in society. We're already starting to see big tech platforms roll out new features that allow people to engage and support each other in different ways. Go a step beyond liking, commenting, sharing, but actively advocating for the people that they want to support. I am very optimistic about this new era as a internet explorer myself. The attention economy might be dying, context might be the new currency, but the most important thing to come out of this is that your experience is for you. Sparks, connections, the relationships we build, that can be shifted by conceptualizing things a different way, even if it's meta. It could change the game for how we all interact, the value that we get from our shared experiences, and the experiences that we have in finding products or brands that we love. Let me know what you think. I clearly came back from the future to give these predictions, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
Just a final reminder, your attention is yours to keep. You have the power here. And it's important to not forget those moments when we can drive forward the experience we want to create we can influence what the future with technology looks like. It just starts with that intention and remembering that we have agency and autonomy in this. I hope that you found this video interesting. If you want to check out more of my content, I talk about the impact of technology on marketing, business, creativity, and human relationships and connection. So excited to hear what you think, and I'll talk to you soon.